Gotta move fast here. Today's Thursday, December 9th. We're gonna take another crack at this thing. Fuck's sakes, right? Do 542, yes. 542. We're going to 542, 545 actually. 545, we need, was on 900 units. Oops. 900 units is close enough. Risk, see how the risk is good? $5.16, hurry up. $260 a loss, eh? That's pretty big. And then 617 on the top side. Let's call it 615. So 2.5 to 1. It's starting to work. Fuck. Let's back down. So the number is actually 50. 50. Sorry. 950. And the 16 is right. It's actually deeper than that. It's actually 510. 510. And there it goes, 507. So you would have stopped out there. And it would have been too much risk, right? And we're going just to the high day here at $6.18. And really, we should be shooting for 580 as the first target. We can always move this up after. We're just going to do it 5.8. Right. So there you go. Even if, okay, so let's take it to the high day. I said 615. Let's call it 610. 6.10. Look at it. May look great, 540, but I mean, it's a one. There's too much risk. So, not so good. Not so good. Now, you could borderline say, is this the dip before the rip? And then you could run your risk right here. Right, we'd have to break at a 511. I've seen this a lot of times. This isn't going to break at a 511 and then go waltzing. Where's it going to go to? That's the question. It's going to go right back up to maybe the VWAP. Yeah, it's tough, right? Like, that's a tough. I want trend momentum, right? We need, like, where we were a couple of minutes ago was it's a big difference from where we were. Yeah, you see? Big difference from where we were a couple of minutes ago. And then although our volume is still kind of going up, it's, I don't know, it's not the same. It's not the same thing, because look at it, it's just not the same thing. Now, if you're extremely bullish on this, as this is turning this bottom here, there's your next set of risk. Right? Do you see it there? Your next risk would be at 501, and 488 would be your protection. Yeah, and that's a way better risk reward. You know, that's taking it to that. So let's actually just say it's going to go back to the VWAP now. Let's call it, 28. We'll do it right on the money. 2 to 1. So it's still a better trade than our other trade. Interesting. As your risk evolves, the trade gets better, right? The trade gets better for your... Now, odds, this is another question, is odds. Are the odds of this going back up to the VWAP right now, before it stops me out, are the odds of that happening? What are the odds of that happening? Are they in your favor? Because realistically, we kind of almost got... I don't know. It's tough to see these things in real time, but you almost... Let me just draw it for you. You almost have a cup and handle, right? But then, look, we kind of fell off here, right? So, cup and handle is a tough one to... cup and handle is a tough one to... you can fake it a lot. Like, there's a lot of variations to the old cup and handle, right? Unless it's really nice, like this whole thing, it's still not the greatest, right? Like, cup and handle. Like, I don't know. At that point, maybe it was a cup and handle. No, it would be here. Either way, cup and handle is a tricky thing. The odds, again, it's as a probability. The probability mindset of is this going to go back to VWAP, and you could potentially collect a little bit of money here, $240. Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't think I'll take that trade, but that's a trade. Well, lo and behold, yeah, well, we should have taken that trade. 200. This is what I'm saying. These guys, I think they can bang out a lot of trades in a day. Like the real professionals. I'm saying the people that can really make the money. I think they can bang out quite a few of these trades in a day. Like I think they've gotten. I think they've gotten it kind of figured out. So, and then why wouldn't you let it keep going? Well, we'll see if it turns around. I guess we'll just keep playing it. I have something else on the cooker as well. So, um, yeah, I guess we'll play it out. It'll make a good video. So another real big part of the job is actually, you know, recognizing repeat activity. If that does that make sense? Repeat activity. So, dang it, we made the wrong choice here, pretty much. But repeat activity as it goes through the VWAP. Notice our increase in volume. Now you could also say the candles are bigger, so the increase of volume goes with it. Well, that totally makes sense. But I mean, see how it gets accelerated. See how it gets accelerated once we get past the VWAP, right? Now look at it are we in, like I said, take it to 615. Are we in, yeah, we're not in, sorry. Are we in the zone? But I mean, why would you have taken that trade? Again, we were taking the trade here. We're waiting for it to come back. It's 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I want it to go, and then maybe I'll take it from here to... And there's no other targets, right? Like, we have no other targets to take at the top here. I don't, like, other than fictitious, made-up targets, right? I like to take my targets from actual lines on the chart, not just some, I don't know, Fibonacci's, or I don't know how to predict the future, right? And now, saying that, we could do the math fundamentally. That's not usually where we like to go with these things, but we could do the math fundamentally, and we could understand, like, we could look at the chart, where it was after it had 1,000 units purchased or whatever, where it ended up after that, and then where we started from, and then where this 1,500 units of air no, sorry, it's not air purifiers, these are air pumps, like a, what do you call it, the ventilator, right? So, and then we could project all that, right? But that's a ton of work. I'd rather just take 5% out of it. Well, and there you have it. This actually might be a good spot to stop it. Where are we? Here it is. If you had noticed, it went up. We missed the move. Where did it go to, though? It went to... So you wouldn't have come close. It wouldn't have come to our target. But I mean, that first target there, remember I was saying right there? That it worked to there. So, long story short, where were we taking it from? We were taking it early, right? 501. Look at how low we were taking it. Holy moly, really? We were taking it low, dude. 14%. But, again, remember when in the moment we were like, well, that was a super tricky move, right? And I don't know. This is the stuff that I want to record basically for myself almost. If nobody else wants to watch it, that's fine. I'll watch it. This is, pearls of wisdom here. So I'm going to say to myself that I need to like this thing. I'm going to subscribe to it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna try and share it with whoever I can. Really, to be honest with you, right? Because when you do this in real time, it makes a difference. So you gotta subscribe to get your high fives. That was a pretty good lesson. I don't know if it's good. What was the lesson? The lesson was probabilistic trading. This was the move, really, right here. Then it hung out. Then it went further. So, same thing what I'm pulling off on this ARDX trade on the other side of things is you go up, take some profit, move your stop, and then, set a target up here again, take some profit, move your stop, take some profit, move some stop. I guess what I'm getting at is that entry, the smooth, these sick entries that I can get are, yeah. If you want to learn how to do them, you have to keep coming and subscribing. Till the next bounce, guys. We'll catch you later.